Gary Vance backstage at the Sirius XM Music Lounge with Tracy Young. How are you?
Old friends.
I know, when I first met you, WPGC,
Correct.
DC,
Correct.
hip hop girl,
Correct.
and you become the dance queen?
Well, I always loved dance music. Everybody was like, who's that girl playing all that dance music on PGC? But, so it's always been in my blood, but I still love hip hop, of course.
So how do you make the transition from being at WPGC, which is one of the all-time great hip hop stations, to mixing Madonna records?
I think I have to credit everything to WPGC because a lot of the guys there at the time were engineers and studio rats, and I would kind of go in the studio and fetch them coffee and just sit there and learn, and then I ended up going to engineering school, and one thing leads to another, so I credit PGC for my career, basically. I learned so much about everything.
And what made you move from DC to, did you go from DC to Miami?
Yes. I was moving up the ranks, and I went for a music director position at WPGC, and that was given to Maurice DeVoe. And so I was like, I'm not going to really move much further up this ladder at this station. So I ended up getting an offer from Interscope Records, and I took it, and I was in charge of the Southeast region. So.
See, I forgot that. I forgot you were on the label side.
Yeah, I was on the label side.
What's harder, the radio side or the label side?
The label side.
All right, and then
But I do think that they both need to coexist.
And what's harder, radio, the label side, or judging a crowd when you're DJing?
They all have their challenges. Judging a crowd when you're DJing, that's challenging as well. Just, so many people have so many different musical interests, and the way music is now, it's so all over the board. It's like somebody might not like that,
right,
but they might like deep house, and they're in the same club.
So with your music background, being in radio, being in the clubs, when you remix a record, and you've probably done hundreds of songs, are there times when you do it with radio in mind and times you do it with clubs in mind?
I think radio does influence my remix when I do it, because I understand that this is a business ultimately, and we're in the business of selling records, or when somebody comes to me and says I need a remix, they obviously need it for something, whether it be the Billboard Dance Chart, radio play, whatever. It's not like an original track where I can just play around. They're coming to me for my sound. So I feel kind of responsible in giving that to them. If they're paying for it, because I'm expensive.
That's good. You deserve it. You earned it. Of all the remixes you've done, is there one that stands out to you as your favorite?
Well, one of my first remixes I ever did was Music by Madonna. And that one's dear to my heart for many, many reasons. But, we're more than a decade later from that song. So.
Now, if I'm in your car and we're driving down Ocean Drive, and you plug in your iPhone, your iPod, what are 3 songs I'm going to hear that I might not expect from Tracy Young?
I like Lana Del Rey a lot. I don't know. I listen to the radio a lot all the time. Sia, but that might be pretty obvious. And you stumped me there.
Is there a classic hip-hop song?
A classic hip-hop song. Tribe Called Quest, Check the Rhyme.
All right, being from Miami, we need to go get something good to eat. Where are we going?
Oh my God, you gotta go to Wynwood now. Wynwood, they have a place called Ceviche that I go to. It's an outdoor kind of sushi. It's got a real cool vibe. The Gang is a good restaurant, but I rarely come to the beach now. Everything's moving across the bridge to the downtown area.
And when you do traveling, what's one must-have travel item?
One must-have travel item: perfume.
That's a first. And see, we don't get to interview many
Tampons.
women DJs. That's a first too. There you go. What do you want to go for 3?
No, I'll keep that one to myself.
We'll leave it at that. Sounds great. What are you working on right now?
Madonna Ghost Town.
When's it supposed to be coming? When are you
Well,
finished?
I'm working on it. She kind of has the final say if that comes out or not.
You get on the phone. Does she like tell you, Tracy, I don't like this. You got to change this.
Yeah. I wouldn't say I get on the phone, but she, if she doesn't like it, it doesn't come out.
Right.
It's pretty much how that works.
Yep, sounds good. And if people want to find out more about Tracy Young, where can they go?
Everywhere nowadays, right, Carrie? Let's just send them to the website, www.tracyyoung.com.
Well, we thank you for some time here, and we wish you continued success.
Thank you.
Thank you. Great seeing you.
You too.